Welcome to the Carter Collection Obsession. I'm Michelle.
And I'm John, and we're here to share our Magic Gathering Collection obsession.
So we're kind of going to go through how different options of storage and kind of how ours has evolved. And then we're not telling you how to do anything. We just are showing you what we've learned.
Give you ideas of what we've done and what worked for us and what hasn't worked for us.
Yeah, I've used a lot of ideas off of other people's Facebook or YouTube channels on how they store. Oh yeah, I love seeing how
Magic Gathering pages, Facebook
yeah.
pages.
So I started out with these plastic boxes back in the 90s, 93, 94. Believe it or not, all of my collection fit in 5 of these boxes until my son was about 4 or 5. He found them in the garage and asked what they were. And then our collecting together just kind of blossomed.
Yeah.
Kind of blossomed. It takes up whole room now. And there's stuff stored everywhere. But I found that if I packed them and shut them, a lot of times these end ones, the corners would get bent. So
you just pulled them in and out of there.
Yeah. So this was a great idea back in the day, but it's not the way to go in my opinion. They did come out with these taller ones that you put the cards in up and down instead of sideways.
Yeah.
But that's...
You can put them in their sleeve too, and they work.
Yeah, they go up this way. I don't know if they bend or not using those, because like I said, I've never used those. By the time my son found the 5 boxes of these and 1 binder, yeah, then we outgrew these boxes. So then we moved on to some long boxes, what I call long boxes, and they come in every size. What was this one?
300 count.
They go from 300 up to about 1,000 is these big ones. And
this one you can pack in, you can put
yeah, it goes that way. I found yesterday, though, that that's not the greatest design because I picked it up by the lid and dropped the whole thing.
Yeah, but it'll hold cards in if you put it on hard plastics.
Yeah, those hold them up and down, where these all hold them sideways, but they do flap open like that. But we use these to keep one set in for our locker, which is our bulk collection. This is where we deck build out of. But that's what we use. We had to use 800 count ones along the sides because of the way the doors come in. And then 960 is the ones that we use the main thing. I did want to show you this one box. I tried to make it a little more interesting. It didn't work. So I put magnets in it.
Well, you were wanting to put your decks in there and have it fit in your deck.
I didn't want to invest in the deck boxes, but in the long run I did.
Yeah.
So we have deck boxes now. So then I moved to storing in the 5-row boxes.
They hold a lot of cards. The Magic cards hold a lot more than 5,000. It's like closer.
That's a rough count.
6,500 to 7,000 of it's Magic, not baseball cards.
But if you've ever filled a 5-row box and tried to lift it, and I had probably 10 of them at the time, and then I had to move them 3 or 4 or 5 different times, I got away from those.
Yeah, they're about 35 pounds each.
So I went to a 3-row box, which actually is a lot more manageable. This was before I met John, so I was moving all this stuff all by myself all the time. He didn't know what Magic was, and now he got into it, and he's worse than me.
Yeah, but you can only stack these up so high.
Yeah, and
they'll
then
get flimsy on you.
If you don't stack them right, they will break around the corners.
Yeah.
So we have to be really careful. We do use these. That's all bulk we've still got to go through.
And let's go.
And we came across some 4-row boxes, which are a little shorter this way. Not as heavy as the 5-row, not as big as the 3-row. But we got a bunch of these in a collection one time. I kind of like these better.
Yeah, they hold a lot of cards.
Yeah.
As you can tell, we go through a lot of sticky notes. A lot of sticky notes.
Yes, we do. Because, so, here's what we have in the in these boxes. So we have one stack. There's 2, 4, 6, 8 boxes, and they all got to go in the binders. We'll show you that in a minute. And then we've got 2, 4, 6, 7 4-row boxes, and all those boxes are getting ready to go through. And
go through the locker.
We keep 2 play sets of everything in the locker, and then what we don't, we have a friend that we get them to, and then he does whatever with them. And he's in Akron, so. So, yeah, we haven't sorted through the book for a while.
We get a
but
lot of these
we got
boxes when we
all
buy a
that.
lot of collections too.
That's all heading for Akron eventually.
Yeah, here's a 2 robot.
Yeah, this is nice, but we can't get it. Put that up there.
Oh.
We can't get enough in there. We'd have to have 100 of these,
Yeah,
but
we don't sort them by color though.
No.
It says blue. That's how.
this came from a collection. Yeah, these boxes are marked up from another collection. I have sticky notes on the end of ours. If I'm the one that did it. Let's see. Yep, I'm famous for my sticky notes. So that's all the Commanders and the Modern Horizons and the Modern Masters decks that need to get gone through for the locker or head to Akron. And then, so that's basically the stuff that we use. There's a couple other things we kind of use, but we're going to show you a couple things that we don't use, but it could be handy. So, okay, here's some other ideas on storing big collections and stuff. These gift boxes are pretty cool. This one's pretty beat up, but we save it if you don't have a lot.
I love the artwork. Just the
yeah.
artwork.
I have these sealed. I think there's 3. But these kind of boxes we get from collections, we'll put like all of one set or something while we're sorting. So they are handy. This is you just have like one deck. He has...
I got complete sets of like Fallen Empires in there and Homelands, and they fit about 200 cards, and those are smaller sets.
You got 4th edition and Ice Age complete too.
Well, I got them complete, but they're not in these.
Wow.
But
those are nice.
They're
I mean,
cubes.
yeah. It's just we don't have any use for these, but we get them in collections once in a while and hang on to them.
Deck boxes are great.
Yeah, these are pretty nice. These are handy.
Yeah. They'll hold about 500 cards.
Yeah.
So.
A lot of times when we're sorting big collections, we'll throw the lands or tokens or something in there.
We probably got, what do you think, 75 to 100 different versions of the deck boxes?
Yeah, I'm trying to get all of them. We're only a few away, really.
Yeah.
We got them all the way back to when they started making them. Then we got this from a collection.
This is great for a smaller collection.
This is a great way to organize it, yeah. They have the 800 count boxes in them. It's upside down. Whatever. But then you can, basically kind of what we have, the locker, you have different drawers for your different sets. That's pretty handy. That's why it came in a collection. It's beyond our use, but I like it. Somebody I know is going to want it.
Red, blue, black, sorceries, instants.
You can sort it any way you want, but that's a really nice way to keep it organized as well.
It'll hold about 10, what do you think, 12,000 cards? Well, they're 800 count boxes, but Magic cards is about almost 1,000, so
yeah,
about 10 to 12.
So that's kind of what we use for the collection, the main collection. So I've been doing this for years, putting everything in binders, all the sets in binders, and I put the
tags.
Yeah, tags on the ends for the different sets. We've actually gotten a lot of the older binders finally. I think I'm only missing the Ice Age one right now. There's a couple up there that aren't up there. Yeah. They will be very soon. But yeah, this is getting out of hand because this whole pile is cards that need to go in those binders. It's hard when you get a big collection to keep binders up because you're putting them in pages and then pulling them out of pages to move them. And so yesterday we talked until we figured this out. We are going to leave the good old binders in the first row.
Yep.
We have ordered, which we measured and is going to fit perfectly on each of these shelves, 660 count?
Yep.
Yeah.
We get 36 on the first and second shelf and 36 on the third shelf.
And then there's 2 shelves down below that'll have them. So I think doing the boxes, we'll be able to keep them up a lot easier. Because it'll be easier to pull out a box and just put the cards in, then pull out a binder, put them in the sleeves. It's nice, but
yeah,
you can't keep it up. I can't keep it up. Like I said, at one time, I had all of my cards in one binder. Yeah, that was a long time ago. But I want to keep it up. I mean, if you're doing a collection, you want it organized. That is organized, but it's not organized the way I want it to be.
She just got done doing all of it.
They're all in alphabetical order by set, and all of those need in the binder. All of these boxes need in the locker. So this is this week's project.
Yep.
Like I'm going to get it done in a week.
but it's a dream.
Yeah.
This is what we're going to work on this week.
And then we also have binders that we store in. So when I started, I had just a 3-ring binder. I honestly, and this maybe I sound stupid to some of you, but maybe some of you will learn from me. I did not know that there was a difference between C-ring
and
D-ring. There's a big difference. C-rings will really dent up your cards.
If you don't close them right.
Yeah. So, actually, since I met John, I changed all of those binders to D-ring binders.
Yep.
And this is another, we got a couple other binders that aren't up there. Like, this is the large cards. We have foreign cards. I have all my signed cards in one binder.
Which one's this one?
This is trade binders. What I have in this is some different things. This is the Multiverse set. And I have all that. Apex lands, Euro lands. These are nice. You can put the cards in. You can flip it open and show your collection, which is cool.
Double sleeve them too.
Yeah, and you can put more than one in a pocket, which I do have more than one up at the front.
Magic Fest.
Yeah, Magic Fest cards. But like up here, hold that open.
Okay.
I do have, looks like 6 or 8 of this card in here. So that's nice. You can keep them together. You can flip it open and show it off, which is really fun to do. I like showing my collection off. But, again, if you get cards that go in between, so you've either got to make sure you've saved the room, like I did for this card. I don't have yet. Yeah, look up the Multiverse cards. It's a 10-card set. It's a pretty cool story. So I had to save a spot, or if you put them in and then you get that card, then you got to move everything. So there is pros and cons to binders. I think they're beautiful. They're a very nice display, but I can't keep them up, and I really want my collection to be kept up.
Well, these will keep up.
Yeah,
like this.
well, there's 10 cards in that set.
Yeah,
that's easy.
That's for smaller sets.
Yeah, and there's different size trade binders. I saw one the other day that has 1 card per page. It was a Pokemon. Yes, I said that bad word in my house. Ooh. It's for the grandson. I got it for the grandson.
Yeah.
So he can put 1 card on each page. That's really cute. He can stick it in his pocket or whatever.
So y'all know what we're going to be, our new adventure is this week.
He's going to be pulling everything out of them binders.
Well, the top ones are going to complete.
Yes.
And then the second and third shelf, we're going to box them up.
Most of those sets up top are complete, actually.
Yeah. Visions is complete. Oh,
Mirage.
Ice Age, 4th edition.
Homelands Chronicles. The Dark. All of those are complete up there.
Missing 3 cards for revised. 3 dual lands.
Soon.
Badlands, Savannah, Tundra.
So maybe soon we'll
Christmas. Santa Claus is coming to town.
18 Fridays till St. Nick gets here. So he better be saving his money if he thinks he's getting me dual lands. So yeah, that's going to be our project. So we will probably do a video on that eventually. The before and after. I don't know how long it's going to take. My goal is this week. The boxes are supposed to be here Wednesday. I think I'm delusional, but whatever.
We'll tackle it.
Yep.
Together.
We'll try. So if you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe.
And find us on our Facebook page. Show me yours. I'll show you mine. Magic the Gathering Collection.
And find our website where we're showing off our collection. It's a virtual museum of all of our stuff. Everything in there is ours. I'm not a web builder. This is the first time I've ever taken a try at this, so be kind.
It's a lot of
work.
A lot of neat stuff to look at, though.
Yeah. So thank you for watching.